Do you know what's fascinating? We can probably end on this because we're at the 3-hour mark. There's a YouTube channel that I've become absolutely enamored with, and it's called Financial Audit. Do you know who Caleb Hammer is? Have you seen about this?
No.
So it's this guy, and he basically goes through people's finances,
Right.
and sees where they're making all these bad decisions and tries to help them.
Right.
And now call it good television.
Apparently, every single thumbnail has to have an expletive in it.
Yes. And interestingly, a lot of the people, these people volunteer to go on the show, by the way.
Yeah.
They're not, against their will.
Yeah.
They're not against their will. Have a look at the kind of people. And these are mostly Gen Z or young millennials. Like, very rarely does someone over 40 go on this show.
Sure.
Talking about their spending habits, talking about how they feel about the world. If there is any wonder why we are suffering, it is in these videos. The way they spend, the way they think.
Yeah.
There's a woman who has over $500,000 of debt because of Taylor Swift.
Join those dots for me.
Okay, so
Because I knew her tickets were expensive.
So she has spent money traveling around. She reborrowed on her mortgage to go and watch Taylor as many times as possible, bought all the stuff, accumulated all this debt, and hasn't been paying her mortgage. And
that can lead to problems.
so, like, it just keeps going. Like, just when you think you understand these people, so this is the one I was starting to watch just before you arrived. This one is Trans Socialists Hate America. I'm going to play you something very quickly.
The first right advancement that we have, the medical things that we have, the food that we can go eat, we can gorge ourselves on McDonald's. People couldn't do that 200 years ago. In terms of the dopamine, in terms of we are in the best period of humanity.
Companies weren't able to.
Oh boy.
Come on, we're from Portland. What do you expect?
What have the poor little companies done to you?
Not to me. Not to me specifically.
You've been hit by
but
like 3 layoffs. Man.
I have been. That is true. But money allows companies to. Yeah. It was.
That sucks. You landed though.
Like he
like, they can never get their points out. And they're trying to communicate, and they're always like, but fascism.
I know we jumped in the middle, and he's a bit bombastic. I take it that's kind of
that's
his
part of the
style.
show, yeah.
But they also knew that going in, so they can prepare for that.
Like, he has a huge channel. It's 2.65 million. This is not a small channel.
Yeah, but no, they clearly don't have clarity in their talking points and their angles.
They can't, and it's always like, oh, but fascism. And why I find this fascinating is, like, it is entertaining to watch, and there are moments where I'm like, that's too much of that. Thank you.
Yeah.
But the lefties always bring up their politics.
Yeah.
And they just say the talking point. They say the headline, Donald Trump's a fascist. And then Caleb's like, cool, let's talk about it. How's he a fascist?
Yeah.
You're still able to do this. You're still able to. No, but he's doing the thing.
We had a big protest and lots of people showed up saying that he was a fascist. That proves that he must be a fascist.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Do you call this television?
It's fascisnating.
It's fascisnating?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you call it? It's not television anymore, is it?
It's entertainment. And this is the perfect example of high conflict, high growth. So he's picked a format that pits him straight into a high conflict situation. This is why reality TV does so well, all that stuff. One, it's cheap to produce, but conflict is guaranteed. The whole setup is to create conflict, and for whatever reason, and I do not understand, genuinely, I do not understand this. These days, when I go to entertainment, I'm looking for peace.
Yeah.
But most people, I don't know how luxurious and amazing their lives must be. They go looking for conflict in entertainment. And this, he's delivering on that. I can see exactly why he would have a massive channel.
Like...
You say you drink 6 days a week, but then you party 3. What is the difference when we're partying?
We're like going to the clubs and like doing substances.
How expensive is this?
Only like $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month? It's nothing, guys. What's in your savings?
A penny.
Okay, so what the happens if you get laid off tomorrow?
I got a 401k. Like, my friends that have been laid off or quit, they all just pulled out their 401k.
Then what's the point of having a 401k in your
mind? For when you need money.
No, it is not for when you need money. It is literally a tax advantage retirement account. You take it out of your 401k, you pay a 10% fee, and then taxes on any of the gains.
I can't just like put in my savings account, because if I put in my savings account and then we're at the bar and I need more money, just transfer it from my savings account or my second checking account to my my bank account.
Like, that's what he's up against.
I'm actually going to defend her opinion on 401ks a little bit there.
I feel the same about super. But yeah,
exactly. I think that's a government. I mean, it's literally a government-run slush fund. Look at what Albo's doing now. $1.4 trillion of Australian super funds now being invested into America to ingratiate himself with.
I disagree with super, but like, listen to the way they speak. They can't bring their ideas out because it's like, and I'm not trying to have a crack. I'm not trying to paint these people as dumb. What they are is ill-informed. And what they have is a very superficial understanding of what they're trying to stand up against. And like I talked about the programming, and I don't believe that there's someone behind them with puppet strings, by the way, but it's like, this is a new thing. This is a new hot talking point.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that you run with. Donald Trump's a fascist. Yeah. It's like, let's unpack it.
Can I make a point here, though? The shift that we're seeing between Gen Y and Gen Z, or progressively from your boomers downward, we saw a progression to more and more now focus, more and more immediate dopamine hit. I want my reward. I want my gratification immediately. What we're seeing from Gen Z down to Gen Alpha is they're now looking at the results of that, and they're actually looking further back in time. We've talked about this before. They're looking further back in time to see what works, because they're seeing my parents are divorced, their parents are divorced. I hate all of this whole family dynamic I grew up in. These people are miserable, and I never want to be one of them.
Yeah.
Let me look back in time to find someone who I think might have been happy.
Yeah.
Right? But what's happening as a result of that is they're looking further back in time for what they can find that is substantial. They're also thinking further forward in time, and they're less focused on this dopamine hit. This is why they're getting trades. This is why they're looking to get married younger, have more kids. These sorts of things that we're discovering about this generation. They're doing less drugs. They're drinking less alcohol, having less promiscuous sex. This is because they're actually preferring later. And Jimmy Carr does a wonderful routine on this. He's Jimmy Carr, comedian, but credit to him, along the way, he drops some absolute gems.
Oh, he does.
Like
He's brilliant.
Nuggets of wisdom. And one of the things that he talks about is, someone from the audience says, oh, what's your best piece of advice? And he says, prefer later.
Yeah.
And he makes the point, and obviously I am a believer in God, and I'm a Christian, I'm a believer in religion, but he's not. He makes an interesting point, though. He says, isn't that really what religion is about? It's about prefer later. In the case of religion, the afterlife.
Yeah.
But you are deferring gratification now for a reward later on, and whether you do that financially in your own finances and what have you, or you do it from a religious perspective for eternity, etc. Preferring later leads to better outcomes and actually leads to better happiness. Mm-hmm. And that, I think, is the shift that we're seeing as we went down the generations previously. They were becoming more and more now focused.
Yeah.
And I think the fundamental shift in Gen Alpha is they've seen the results of that, and they're saying, hang on, we need to think more about our future.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought I'd end the show with this because I just got this notification. David Limbrick, 20,554 signatures supporting Castle Law will be tabled shortly.
That's amazing. Well done.
Yeah.
High five.
Well done. Go us.
No, go you.
Well,
I'm not going to take
team.
credit. Well, okay,
team effort.
We did promote it, but your name's on that. Well done, you.
Yeah.
That is absolutely fantastic. Well done, Victoria, getting behind it and signing it. And well done to David Limbrick. We look forward to what you do with that in Parliament.
I like being a political thorn in their side.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting, because I am often doubted on your channel as having any intelligence.
Excuse me. There are a small number of people who
Did Roy ever come back?
I haven't seen him. No, I haven't seen him. Most people love you.
Yeah.
Including on my audience. Most of them love you.
You should.
And I think
will
we could
force you to.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is what you can do. So when people say, "Oh, it's not worth it," it's elected, not selected, not elected, and all this sort of stuff. You can do stuff.
Yep.
You just have to do it the proper way.
Yep, you got to. Yeah, there's a process. It's painful. Change is slower than we want it to be. But unless you plan on being dead soon, your choice is in 10 years' time. Do you want to be living in a better place or a worse one?
Yeah, and double down. Like, speak up, talk about things, get out there. This is a collective effort. Like, I didn't sign it 20,000 times.
Listen, I know you have to put up with Carly as well, but aren't I worth it? Just follow for me. Just like and subscribe and share and just tell everyone about me. Don't mention Carly. Don't tell them that she's there as well. Just kind of like she's the relative that nobody talks about. Like let's just make a deal. We won't talk about her. Just follow for me. Yeah? Follow, like, subscribe, buy us a coffee. Yeah? Just there. That'd be great. That'd be really appreciated. Because honestly, you try putting up with Carly before you've had coffee in the morning. It's not fun. Thanks.